Hi, welcome to Contemporary Tarot. I'm Madeline, and I had a subscriber ask how I came to the tarot and my personal journey with diving in and making this such a part of my life. So here's the answer if you want it. My very personal, hopefully brief story. My sister, my older sister, got a tarot deck. And this was, oh God, I don't know, this was probably 35, 40 years ago. Yeah. And started playing around with it and gave me readings, and and then I found out another friend of mine, my best girlfriend, also did tarot. So this is very much a, shared thing found around kitchen tables and coffee tables and living rooms. And so honestly, I can't remember who gave me my first reading, whether it was my sister or my girlfriend. But I was hooked. I was all in very early. I loved it. And the imagery resonated with me. And I think my sister had a Mary Greer book, I believe, and she would use that, and we would do readings and read the descriptions. And I'm in my early 20s, and like I said, I just loved it, and I kept nagging both of them for readings. I would come up with some life event and, oh, please, can I get a reading? And finally, out of frustration, I think my girlfriend gave me a deck of cards. And watch out, that was all she wrote. And so I started in my mid-20s. And I bought stacks of books. And I think I really began to dive in. I had been married at that time, and my marriage ended, and I was very much at a crossroads in my life. And I was, living on my own, and that's when I started doing daily readings, and I would do a reading, and I would go, I'd get the Knight of Swords, and I would go through each book on the definition of the Knight of Swords, and then the next card I'd go through, and it took a long time, but it was just daily practice. And as I was figuring out my life, I was figuring out the tarot, and I think that's why it really infused in me a way of navigating a turbulent emotional time, and and that's it. I've continued to do. I give myself a reading every day. I just did a big reading 15 minutes ago about my family and everything that's going on in my life. But going back, and then I started writing. I took all the books I had, and I kind of created a workbook for me. And just the sheer act of, I literally typed out, this was before computers really, or they were just coming into being, so you couldn't cut and paste as much, typed out meanings for each card, culled from all the books that I had. And so I have a binder, I still have it, binder together, and then I added my notes. So even that, the physical act of typing out the meaning of each card, upright and reversed, helped me really internalize what each card meant in the macro and in the micro for me as well. And I found also through my life certain cards would pop up at certain times, and that adds to their resonance for me. It was funny because for the longest time, I hardly ever got the Magician, and now I'm getting the Magician all the time. And you'll find as you work with the cards in your own journey how different cards will resonate with certain aspects of your life. So it's been a long journey, and yes, and then I I started reading for friends. Friends would come to me and ask for readings, and I just do it. And then eventually I did start charging. I was started contemporary tarot in a more formal way, and at various locations, and enjoyed that. That really helped me up my game and learn how to articulate readings for a broader audience or an unknown, people that you do not know. And that's a skill that as you develop as a reader, first you read for yourself, I think, and then for people that you know, and then for people you don't know. And that opens up even more your understanding of the cards and how they can resonate for yourself and then for others. And then I started this channel, website, all of that. And I continue on. Eventually, I will write a book. I'm going to get to a book, I promise. But now I generally don't give private readings, just time constraints and locations. I don't like giving virtual readings. I just don't like it. And I've kind of listened to my gut, and now I will do the occasional event, a party, and truly enjoy that. And I just kind of let it lead me what feels right now. This channel feels really good. I feel like I can post and get great feedback and put this energy out into the world and help you with your practice and developing your skills. And it feels good, feels right. So I'll continue on. If any of you are interested, thank you for asking. And onwards. Thanks so much. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you soon.